can you sort of describe that second half to us, or maybe describe what you said at halftime? Were you probably just saying, let's win the second half? Did you expect what happened next?
No, we talked about we could still win the game. We talked about that a little bit. And, obviously the first half was, let's just call it odd. I felt like we were lacking in a few areas. We had no energy. We were very flat. We were just, I don't know how to explain the first half, to be honest with you. And then the second half is probably more in line defensively with how we've played in a number of the other games. So especially our wins. And I think it's early days in the season, and that was a very crazy game. Like, you don't often have games like that where you come back from 20 points behind at halftime to be able to win, and we found a way, so that's a positive. But, I think the thing for us is, like, we've got a lot of things to figure out, I think, before Wednesday when we go to Perth, and then we see Adelaide again next Friday. So, I don't expect them to play that way again, and hopefully we don't either. So, it's great to get out of here with a win, but certainly a few areas that we probably need to figure out.
I mean, to keep the team to 7 points in a half, they missed a few shots, but you probably forced them into a lot of tough shots as well.
Yeah, we did, and you could, if you watch the game, like the first half, as I said, we didn't have any effort or intensity, or, like there wasn't a lot of ticker going on, to be honest. And we just at halftime we spoke about that. We kind of told the players we need to come out and we need to see it. Like the people that come and watch us need to see it. Regardless of what happens with the outcome, like we need to play harder and we need to play better on the defensive end of the floor, and that'll hopefully trigger some things on the offensive side. And it was definitely a grind. Baskets were hard to come by for either team, and I just think that's the defensive side of things. That's our identity this year, and we need to be good there to be able to win games. And I'm just glad that we showed that in the second half.
It sort of felt like even in that first half, when you were getting stops, you couldn't translate that at the other end, but in the second half, you got stopped and then you got the points. Alex, did you sort of feel like that as well? The momentum was there in the second half?
Yeah, I think we just had to go back to the basics. I think like all of it came from our energy and defense. Like we just locked in on the defensive end, and then the offense, like it wasn't the best of our offense, but I think just from the energy on our defensive end, that opened up the floor for us to be able to play and like look more like us offensively. And I think we were able to push the ball a lot more, run into things better, and find the open players.
When did you really start believing that we could win this game, do you think?
I think in the fourth quarter especially, you just felt the momentum shifting a lot. And I think for us to hold them to 2 points in the third quarter, I think it was like that just was the game changer for us. And we were like, let's lock in here, like get ready for the rest of it.
It's a pretty young team. What can a win like this do for a young team like this?
It hopefully builds our confidence back up a bit. Obviously, we had a tough loss in Canberra the other night. I think even the Bendigo game, like we've had a lot of close games to start the year, and we've lost a couple. We've won now 1 or 2, with the Perth win as well. And, I think for me, it just reaffirms we need to continue getting better. I think we haven't played close to our best yet. And it'll be exciting once it clicks in, but obviously we've got a lot of new pieces. People are still trying to figure out where they fit into this. We've had, Mansfield was out injured. She came back today, and I thought she did a great job in the second half. And, I think just all these new pieces, we're trying to figure out where everyone fits in and how we can best use everybody. And Alex has been the same. I thought she had a tremendous game today, and she was a big reason why we were able to win. Effort on defence, and just she contributed offensively. And she's come to us from a different team as well, so she's still finding her way. And I'm excited about all of our players and our young players especially. And I think the longer that we go with this, the better and better we're going to get, and the more chemistry we'll keep building as well.
And what about Woody? She sort of felt like she put the team on her back at that start of that second half, and then everyone came with her. Who wants to answer that?
I can do that. Yeah, look, she was, I thought the first half she was very tentative. She probably hasn't been as efficient on offense as what she's been in the past, but her role's changed a little bit. She's obviously a little bit more a prominent part of what we're doing, and we run the offense through her a lot more, so which means she gets a lot more defensive attention as well. And, I think she's going through a transition phase as well, learning to make plays for other people, having to deal with Steph Talbot guarding her for the whole game today pretty much. It's not an easy thing to do. And, I think she's going to continue to get more and more comfortable with it. I think she went back to probably taking some of the shots that she's used to taking in previous seasons today in the second half as well, which I think is good. And we're going to need her to just continue, to put up points and be able to contribute at that end of the floor for us.